Okay. All right. Shall we start? Okay, hi. So as Steve said, my name is Ben. I'm a married father of two from Cardiff, and I've got one small goal in life, which is to change the way men think. Not much. So a few years ago, 3 years ago, two things happened in my life. They seemed fairly independent and innocuous, but they kind of wound together in a strange, mysterious way, which ended up saving my life. So the first thing was my son, Alex. That's him there, the dude in the shades. He jumped on me downstairs, in the gentleman's area, and it hurt. Blokes know this, it hurt, and it hurt a lot. And it hurt a lot for a while. The second thing was I was doing Movember, and that's a handsome picture of me growing my first tash in 2011. The wife and kids loved it. And that really gave me the courage to do something about this ache I had downstairs. So Movember is all about changing men's health. It's about getting men to think about and talk about issues that may be affecting them. It's a real charity, and it really happens around November time, as you might have guessed. So I went to the GP, and I said to the GP, look, I've got this ache downstairs. It's been hurting for a while. And she said, oh, it's probably nothing. Go and have a scan. So I went to the Heath and had a scan, and they all pulled lots of frowns. And I had a whirlwind tour of the Heath with my wife, Sarah, and got to the urology department, who said, you have cancer. That was it. That was the word, the big C. Testicular cancer in my case, a teratoma, and it shocked. It took the wind out of my sails. So there are 2,600 cases of testicular and prostate cancer a year, and thankfully, for me, survival rates are up to 95%, up from the 70% they were back in the 1970s. But it makes you think. There is no going back. It makes you think, what is your life all about? What is most important to you? What do you want to do with your life that you haven't done before? And for me, it was really about friends and family. They were the most important to me. They gave me great support, and it's great to talk to people about your issues, and great for them to talk about their issues to you, to make sure everybody knows how you're feeling, if you have any concerns. And testicular cancer, that's not a picture of me, by the way. Testicular cancer is the most common form of cancer in men aged 15 to 49. So it's not for old people. It's not just for old people. It can affect young people as well. But I was cured by surgery. So because I talked to people early enough, had the early diagnosis, I had a quick surgery, day surgery, no chemo or radiotherapy or anything horrible like that. And it was all done and dusted and over with within 10 days. I had great support from these charities, some of them local, some of them national. Valindra, doing their sponsored bike ride at the moment in the US. 10 of us. Macmillan gave great information as well. And of course, Movember were there providing support. Now, the Man van, you may have seen it driving around or parked up somewhere. Go and see it. It's fabulous. It's a fabulous piece of kit supported by 10 of us and Movember. Great people on board, give you all sorts of advice, and make sure you check out the toilet. Now, here's a picture of me checking myself. I'd urge every bloke in the room to check himself, make sure you do it regularly, make sure you know all the lumps and bumps and make sure they don't change. If you don't have your own balls to check, find someone who will let you check theirs instead. So the reason really for this talk is to get men talking. Men are typically rubbish at talking about health issues themselves. We all natter about sport and beer and food, but we never talk about the things that really matter. So if you find an issue, if you find a funny lump, talk to your mates. If your mates can't help, go and seek help from professionals. There are GPs, there are doctors, there are the charities that I mentioned before. They've all got information, and they'll help you out. Think about joining Movember. It happens in November, first of the month. Movember is an all year round charity, supporting lots of the other charities. The main focus, obviously, in November. Now, the rules for Movember are quite simple. You start on the 1st with a clean shaven face, Neil, and then grow a mo. Wax it, groom it. Don't join it up at the sides. That's a beard. Don't join it up at the bottom. That's a goatee. There are the contact details for Movember. Have a think. You'll become a walking billboard for men's health. and maybe help somebody else as well while you're at it. And in case you were wondering, it was the right one. Thank you very much.